Hello guys. So today I want to talk about something that has really been a concern to me, and I've seen it cause a lot of havoc and unnecessary problem both on social media and in real life. Every day it's common, especially in Nigeria. A good written contract when going into a business or a relationship or a situationship determines the health of that relationship. Go into a contract like enemies and you will never need to be one. What do I mean by that? It's obvious that recently I've seen a lot of cases both on social media and real life. Went into contract, this one was cheated. They go into contract emotionally. He is my godfather, he is my uncle, he's my mentor, and so parties did not state their intention. Some persons end up being cheated or feel cheated and all. These things can be avoided. No matter where you are, don't go into a contract or an agreement with anybody out of poverty. A poverty mindset, it makes you shortchange yourself. You know, some of you feel like getting a lawyer is too expensive, but at the end of the day, you spend much more on litigations and problems, more than you even lose more than you would have given that lawyer from the beginning. No matter how little you think that agreement is, as long as it has futuristic tendencies, there is this possibility that it will grow. Go into it prophetically. How do I mean prophetically? Sorry, as a Christian, that can come in. So you see the future. You go into it like a soothsayer, and that's what your lawyer does for you. He sees into the future. Not when things have gone south and everybody is running helter-skelter and you begin to see all the unnecessary, many of these problems, they just pick you up, come and do this, brand this for me, do that, and you just jump into it. No solid agreement. Even the bosses, it's not even just the subject. You just pick up somebody, come and bring the face of my brand, and no solid contract, no solid agreement that will bind this person, just in case tomorrow things changes, what is going to happen, and you find yourself stranded, facing all sorts of problems and backlash that you ordinarily would have avoided. Going into contracts with somebody, a serious tight contract, is not enmity. It's not that you are foreseeing evil or that's that sentiment we have in this country about contract, and it's bad because contracts are there because problems are inevitable as long as relationship is concerned. I know people talk about, when they talk about prenup, the prenuptial agreements before marriage, they react as if it's a big sin. But few months down the line, you're in the court. You're filing for divorce. You're doing, let's say you had a prenup. It would be easy. Everybody would just, these things will be easy. Are we praying for divorce? No. You don't prepare for war in the battlefield. You prepare ahead. The Bible says that Solomon's soldiers, they were every day you see them, you think they are going for war, but they never fought one battle. And that's wisdom. If you have a tight contract, the battles will not come. So when you look at the agreement, everything has been sorted. Even if you have to go before a court or a judge, it's written. And once a contract is written and both parties agree, there's little or nothing any judge, anybody else can do, because that contract is stronger than any other thing. But because of desperation, some of us just throw our lives away in the name of contract because we are hungry, we are desperate. Imagine getting signed into a club and you are earning millions. In fact, I heard of a case, a Nigerian player, he was earning millions. I think he was anywhere 50,000 or how much, just imagine. And it was his teammates that had to, a foreign teammates that had to intervene and make sure something good was coming to him. Because of what? Desperation in getting into business relationships. So draft that contract like you are fighting already. So let's say this person I want to do this business with, if he runs away with my money, what would we do? If this person fails, what would we do? If this happens, imagine everything that can go wrong and put it in the contract. That way you fortify yourself. If this relationship goes this way, what do we do? If the man does this, if the woman does this, it's binding on both parties. But in Nigeria, once you mention or going to court for resolution or anything, they react. But this is there for you. At least I know this area works. This particular area works. We know there are some areas that this one works, but we're not even using them. We are still becoming victims of. These are not even unforeseen circumstances. They are foreseen circumstances that you would have avoided, but because you were too naive, likely naive or what, to take precaution, and then we become victims. Go into it like you are enemies. You will never have to be enemies with that person. And somebody told me one time, he said, "Faith, you're too cautious. Don't you trust me?" I said, "I don't want to not trust you. That's why I'm cautious. I don't want to put you in a situation where I would not trust you. So I will be cautious. The time for you to prove your trust will come, but I will not tempt you to know your trust. No. So I am cautious for myself. So I won't begin to distrust you." And that's what a good contract does. You know, one of my contract drafting code is prepare for the worst, but expect the best. You will see in the contract that we are prepared for the worst, but we are expecting the best from it. And that's it. I remember a hospital owner. I wouldn't want to mention names because I have not verified the facts, but I heard in a hearsay that this man had a business proposal and went to China to get partners. He was very broke at the time. He wasn't doing well. He was just an ordinary medical doctor. And he went to get partnership in China. Made his proposal, very good one. They refused. They tried to maneuver, give him lesser offer. The man said no. He stated this. He said no. They worried him for about 3 years. He was back and forth on it until they came to his terms and they agreed with him. And today he's having one of the biggest hospitals in Nigeria and he's doing very well. Okay, let's assume he just out of that poverty, desperation, he took the offer. Probably by now the hospital is doing very well. He will be at the corner of it. He won't look like somebody that even had the idea that it was his brainchild. But because he knew what he wanted, he saw the future in what he was doing, and he stood his ground. Don't go into contract out of hunger, out of pity, out of respect. No, if you know that when the trouble comes, all these things will be irrelevant. Let it be irrelevant while you're drafting it, while you're going into that contract. You are in a hurry, somebody hands you something, please sign, this is for this thing. Take the time to read it before you start signing, before you sign your life away. Because all these things, people come online, they did this, then somebody is getting emotional. First, if a contract was made and it was stated, ordinarily you know that if you're a face of a brand and you're leaving that brand, people dealt with you because you're in this brand and you're leaving, you should make it public. But you did not do that, and the owner of the brand comes to say, okay, this person is no more with me, and people are being too emotional. Ordinarily, the man should be suing. But because we are in a very emotional, people spend money. The rich, you are thinking they should take anything. That's their sweat, that's their life's work. The poor person they are dragging from, that's the person's life. So nobody should be cheated. And what we end that is a good piece of contract, good piece of agreement. But we refuse to go into these things. We neglect them. Even if a lawyer is not there to sign, at least a good, clear, stated terms of agreement is okay. I saw one. It was paper and pen. Even if it was in the 1990s. Paper and pen just drafted like a child's play. And that's your whole career, your whole life. No, you don't do that. Not now, not anytime, even in the past. Not in this country, we take things for granted too much. This is a country of one of the most talented set of human beings on earth. Yet sometimes we behave as if we don't know our left to our right. The delusions of people have is that they think it will not happen to them. Oh, he's my uncle. He will not change. Ah, he's my friend. We are so close. Oh, this is my husband. This is my wife. They will never change. Well, people do change. In fact, that's the only constant thing, change. But if somebody should swindle you, let it not be that you're stupid. Because some people will say, no matter how careful you are, people will still disappoint. Yes, you should be crying for heartbreak, not loss of property, not loss of valuables. The person cannot break your heart and then take precious things from me again. Let it be that you're dealing with a broken relationship or a broken marriage or a broken down business than dealing with that, adding to loss of property and money. Change is constant. It can happen to anyone. So if somebody wants to swindle you, let them come with their full face so you know that, yes, this person came all out to undo me. Everybody will see and know that, yes, you took all precaution, yet this person decided to undo you. Then you know how to fight. I think they'll come with their real bad man and bad woman face to attack you. Not come in that subtle manner, and because you are naive and foolish, you fall for it. Because you didn't prepare for it. Like I said, there's a saying that you don't prepare for the battle on the day of the battle. So you prepare for the lawsuits in the contract. Prepare for the days of trouble when the relationship breaks in the contract. Prepare for all that in the contract. Get you a legal practitioner. Even these days, there are many ways you can draft a good agreement between you and people, even without a lawyer. Let it not look like I'm trying to market lawyers. No. Get you a legal advice, especially when you're going to a reasonable, like a career contract. Okay, you're a singer, you're a footballer, get a legal, no matter the cost, get somebody that has knowledge. But if it's mere business, buying and selling, no matter what it is, sometimes when I draft, people are like, hey, let's put it down. Prepare for the court, prepare for the lawsuit in the contract. So whoever picks it up will know that you know what you're doing. And it will be almost difficult and impossible to swindle you. Have a nice day, lovely. Stay blessed.